Now, this is super, super crucial because over the past 25 years, I've gone into 35 countries and I've worked with multiple organizations. And I'm going to share with you 3 things that you need to consider for your organization. Number one, very important tip. Now, I've gone into organization, I've seen vision, mission, values, very nice sounding vision, mission, and values. But here is the problem. Nobody remembers them. Nobody does anything about them. If you want a culture to rise, vision, mission, and values need to be integrated in everything you say or do. Your people need to live it. Your people need to believe it. Your processes need to be aligned with it. For example, reward, recognition, performance review. So make sure that your vision, mission, and values are all ingrained. It needs to serve as the basis, the foundation, and the guideline for which your culture operates on. So this is tip number 1. Let's talk about tip number 2. Now, when I did my doctorate, I spent a lot of time researching this. And one of the crucial findings in my doctorate was around the idea of leadership. Leadership drives your culture. Leadership drives your culture. My findings showed that very clearly. The strength of the leader determines the strength of the culture. So, second tip for you, make sure that the leaders in your organization understand the brand, know what it represents, they drive it, and they walk the talk. You know, one of the worst things I've seen in my career is organizations which talk about a certain culture that they want, but the leaders exhibit the complete opposite. And when that happens, a high chance that this is going to be a toxic culture. So make sure that your leaders drive and align themselves to what your culture represents. Number 3, you gotta keep engaging and communicating your culture to your people. This is not a one-off process, this is a continuous process. For example, I have a client, they fly me in to run training programs on a yearly basis, just driving, helping their people understand the culture and how they need to live the culture on a continuous basis. So it's not just the training programs that you do. It needs to be through the communication, the messaging, the coaching sessions that you do, the dialogues that you have with your people to make sure that they understand what my culture is all about and how they need to live this culture. And this is super crucial because if you just do it as a one-off big bang event, that's it. People are going to get excited about it. They're going to forget it. So it's important that there's a continuity, there's a consistency of the communication and engagement of what your culture means and how it needs to be lived.